Took about 10 months to do this, starting at 4th of July weekend up in Minnesota. I'm from Minnesota. So went up there and shot that first sequence in my nephew's backyard. So that's where it all started. Does anybody have any questions?
Minnesota.
Yeah.
I do.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to know where you got the idea from. Your concept was just mind-blowing, really.
Well, the idea, I've got 3 feature films I'm trying to get done. One of which is, the most important one is Jingle Bell Rock. It's a family drama. It's very spiritual. I'm trying to get it into Mark Wahlberg. And it's won many awards. It's been on the red list for 2 years. It's been edited with a big band. And it's about a kid with epidermolysis. These kids live very short lives, about 20 to 30 years old, and they slough their skin. They're in constant pain 24/7. So it's a film about a family and how they take care of that and how they're trying to win it. You guys know there's a Jingle Bell Rock contest here every Christmas. They bury a rock out, and if you find the rock, you get $10,000. So that's kind of the basic theme. She needs $10,000 to pay for medical bills. So, but anyway, so I decided, well, you know what? I need to do a short film. Maybe that'll get some attention. And so I wrote this script in a couple of days. Okay, I thought, what can I do? Well, I know medicine. I'm a doc. I was just playing myself. It was the easiest thing in the world. And the idea just came to me because I just did. There's nothing out there on the physician's website, and it is we have one of the highest suicide rates of any profession. And so it just gave me a word.
Well, it was an excellent job, and I really appreciate it because even in that type of profession, I mean, when I look at lives and having to save lives, and then when things doesn't work out the way that I'm quite sure you all wanted to.
Yeah, and you always, every doc at some point second guesses if you did the right thing. Now, some of you might have objected to the whole anti-vax thing, the COVID-19 vaccine, but there's a story behind that. As doctors, we have new information coming in all the time. During the COVID outbreak, there was case reports coming out about young men, young boys developing cardiomyopathy with sudden death. And it was politicized, it was smashed, it was, it was really downtrodden and discouraged to even consider this. Get these kids back, get these kids back. So it was kind of buried. And then the Israelis did a study that showed a 1,000% increase in young boys that got getting the COVID vaccine. And now today you not have a single cardiologist that will approve of giving a vaccine to that young of a kid because of the potential complications of cardiomyopathy and pericarditis and sudden death. So I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but there was this perfect window. I had to come up with a disease that a physician could miss in a 16-year-old. That's a tough thing to do.
Oh yeah, it was really good.
Can you have any comments?
I'm sorry, I'm the actor, so I'm just going to steal the limelight here. I was really proud of what this film represented.
Oh yeah.
I was looking for something that I wanted to do, and I was kind of using my own video series to manifest the things you want in your life. And then all of a sudden, I showed up at my friend Bill's house and they sat me next to Curt, and we started talking, and that's how this movie happened for us.
Yeah.
So it's symbolic and really meaningful, and a lot of it for me is the exact opposite, where I lost my mom because of misdiagnosis. So I got to play the opposite end, where I didn't get to feel from the doctors that there was remorse. So I'm very connected to it. I just feel like it was something I had to do for me. And I'm really proud of it, and I'm glad that I got to have that opportunity, so I thank you, Curt, for that.
My pleasure.
Is there a possibility of this getting expanded to a much lengthier feature?
That sure is a possibility. What I have planned for right now is it's in the festival circuit. I have submitted it to over 140 different film festivals. In fact, the first one that I won was in Cannes. It played in Cannes, and I had hotel, food all covered and everything to go down. I was a finalist there, but I was too short notice. I had patients, and so I couldn't go. But it played to about 120 people, it was very well received. And so that's my premiere, was in Commons, so it's kind of hard to beat. If you go to, we do have a trailer out on YouTube for Getting Retribution. I'd appreciate if you guys would go there and leave a comment that you saw at the festival, it would really be great. But you'll see the awards we've gotten on that. I've got all of our awards on the ones we've been selected for, and then all of our, I got a ton of trophies. It's still going. So my plan is to do it for a year. If I get a distribution deal on it, great. If I don't, then I'll probably release it on YouTube or, but certainly, it could be a feature. It could easily be a feature.
We also have a Facebook page. If you just go to Facebook and put in Forgive Retribution, you'll see it. It's growing little by little. But we're up to about 30 awards from other film festivals. That's pretty amazing. It's pretty exciting. I won Best Actor in London. That was exciting, yeah. So fun stuff. Thank you guys.
That's all right.
So you're a dermatologist?
That was my clinic.
Okay. And you also have a passion for filmmaking?
I've got 2 novels out, I've written scripts I was doing a lot of this stuff, what I call BM and BC, before marriage and before children. And then when that happened, everything came to a halt. But my first book, Karam, was published in '98. I wrote my second book, it was sat on the shelf for 20 years, and then I just finally decided to publish it. I published it about 2 years ago now. It's called Terminal Cascade, it's out there, you can take a look if you want. But yeah, I've written scripts for many years, but I've gotten more serious now that my kids are in college. I'm going back to it and getting going with it. But I've always loved film and creating stuff. And I'm ex-military. I spent 14 years in the military. I was a military physician, got deployed to set up telemedicine in Bosnia, so got attached to the Combat Cancer Research Center. That experience resulted in my second book, which is based on that whole experience. So, fun stuff, yes.
Hey, I'm Sean Mapleton. I'm a physician also in Vegas, and I just wanted to express my appreciation for this topic and this film. It was very powerful. I appreciate Ken inviting me to come and view it. It's fantastic. The topic is.
Well, I'm glad you came. We played a couple weeks ago at the River Festival in Pennsylvania, and there was a bunch of physicians that came and saw it. And they want to know how they get it disseminated. So once this gets out, I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of physicians commenting on it. I had a retired thoracic surgeon who's a friend of mine, he's one of my patients. I let him read the script before it was produced. He says, Curt, this really affected me. He said, I don't remember my successes, I remember my failures. I think as physicians, that's what we're trained to do. We're trained to save people. When we save them, we go on to the next one. But the ones that really get us are the ones we don't save. Good. Super.
Are there any cast members here we need to recognize?
Let's see. Yeah, Gary's here. Gary, want to stand up? Gary's in the ERC. Here. He's the second, but he obviously didn't make it. So, and Chelsey, his wife, that's a husband and wife team that actually did that bedroom scene. So that was kind of fun.
Were you nervous about the COVID thing?
No, I didn't care. I've had people, I sent this out for some contest, and there were some of the reviews that said, oh, what's this COVID thing all about? You an anti-vaxxer? And it's like, I can't fix stupid. I mean, it's, you're gonna get that, and it's all subjective, and I know that I've gotten denied for some vessels because of that, because people just latch into that, and it's still very politicized, etc. But for me, it was perfect for what I needed to do. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.